Mr. Omosh, welcome. Leo utaongea kizungu yako yote, but I know English is not a challenge for you, even if you speak Swahili all the time. Tutachanganya. Ni vile sometimes I have people from Ghana, Nigeria, and a few places here and there that they don't know Swahili. So sometimes they are put off when we speak Swahili. So we will try our best. Lakini tuwezi sahau lugha yetu bado iko. So guys, we're gonna start. Thank you, Omosh, for coming. Today we have a special guest. Many of us have watched you in TV. We have laughed, we have learnt a lot. You played a big role in Tidy High, so everybody knows you. So you rose to fame. You have impacted people life through acting. And your life teaches us that our purpose can pose. We have seen your life. Most of the people know about you. Okay, everything might not be true, but some things we know about you. But when you give a pose, your purpose, your acting has never disappeared. You are living an example of your call, and we appreciate you today as our guest speaker, because we know we're gonna learn a lot from you. So what we want to start with, we want to give you this opportunity for you to give us your story, your journey. And this is Omosh Kizangila mwenyewe. Karibu sana, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mwenda Adasa. Thank you so much, Ofan. I can see Genchi, I can see Lavagal, Esther, It's What, and the brand, and so many others out there in the comment section. Guys, Meskia, today I'm speaking English, and I'll try as much as, although I'm not good in English, but I'll try as much to communicate through English. The little that I know, I know we're going somewhere. We are going somewhere. Good evening, good morning, good night.
Yeah.
Depends on where. As here, where I am, I'm in Kenya, and it's around 10 minutes past 7 in the evening, and I'm actually privileged to be here on this platform. Mwendo Hadasa, I can take that for granted. I've been flipping around here kidogo, hata saa ingine napitiaka niko FYP. I'm like, oh, that is so beautiful. I've touched something, I've earned something, I've gotten something. And whoever is just watching, whoever is just seeing this platform, this is where you should be. If you really want to grow, if you really want to know much, you don't need sometimes you don't need to read this pamphlet. Just come here, ask a question. What don't you know? And we have a coach. This is a coach and I have. Anyway, today I'm just here to share. My life story through acting, where it all started, and up to where I am today. And I hope you guys are welcome. Have you guys, you've welcomed me here. I hope everyone is fine, and you guys just, like, it's just like what we say in when we go to these festivals, and you guys sit back, relax,
and enjoy.
So I want you to feel relaxed and enjoy the journey. Well, actually, I discovered I just started acting when I was at high school. But I used to love acting. I used to love plays, drama, movies when I was so young. This program that used to come in on our television set, it's called Vitimbi. There was Vitimbi and there's Vioja Mahakamani.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have missed them. I used to do everything. We never had a television set, so I used to go so far, like 2 or 3 kilometers, where there was this set, so that I can watch the likes of Ojuang, the likes of Katakule, or Torongongo. Those were the actors then. The big fish, Mama Kayai, Maruaza. I was in primary school. And I remember this day when I was in primary school. I used to school at a school called Shimarud Primary School in Eastlands, just around Shaurimoya there. Guillermo, thank you so much. Now, this day, it was around 3:30. So us guys we were going home. And it happened that along the way, we met Otorongongo and Ojuang and Amkatwende. They used to stay at Bahati. And the school was just neighboring Bahati. So I came and I made sure that I touched Ojuang's coat. There's this kachet. I touched it and I said, oh my God, I would love one day to be like this great man. You know, we were so many surrounding him, hugging him. Oh, he was making jokes as well. And that girl would laugh. We would just cry. Oh, it was so grateful. So I think that motivated me. I was like, I wish one day I will be like this great man. So that was that. That's the last time I think when I was schooling during my junior years.
So your dream started when still you were young, in high school. Your dream started when you were in high school.
I started dreaming about it when I was in primary school.
Primary school.
Primary school, when I met this Ojuang, I used to see the whatever. I really wanted to be like them, but it was just like that's a dream of like but I used to like movies. I was so much into movies, and I was so much. I would go to this. During our days, we had these free movies. We call them that were brought by in the estates. So I used to follow them. I was like, I could follow a movie in five estates, just single movie. So after that, I just went to high school. After primary, I went to high school, and fortunately, I went to a school with a big hall and a stage. That's in Kenyatta High School. So when I joined now high school, there's this day that we had these patrons going through the Form 1s, and they're recruiting them in their clubs. So the CA will come. Me, I found myself in CA. I just chose CU. But when I chose CU, you can just I just went I think once. Then it happened that where the CU had their meetings, they had the same meetings in the hall where the drama club, just at the corner, were practicing. So all my mind that day was at the stage of the drama team. You know what? Next week, the following week, I never went to see you. I went to drama club, and I sat down. Now I said I want to be in this club. So actually, they didn't pay much attention to me. I was just a kimono. Then it happened that to the same time, we had inter-houses drama.
Mm-hmm.
So it happened that our house captain happened to be in the drama club. So as he was selecting, he had a play. As he was selecting, doing an audition, he thought about me because I'm in drama and I'm in his house.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, he tried a role that was actually a supporting character. But actually, in that play, I have shined everyone in the play, and I was the best actor in the play, and our play won. And from that time, I went into drama full throttle. In that, I was now been given the leading roles. Used to go to these drama festivals. I usually was being given the leading roles, and actually, I think it was in me, and because I really loved it, I loved acting. I really It's like even when we had these rehearsals, I was punctual for rehearsals. I was punctual with my lines, and even on my own, even on my own, I will take the script, go to the field, free time, go through the lines, and now try to get into the character on my own.
Mm-hmm.
There's a friend of mine who was telling me, Kiswahili, ujamaa wetu ana chizi. Because they would see me talking on my own. Okay, during lunchtime, I would go on stage. That's what people remember me of. Most of the guys we schooled in the same school remember me of that. I will go on stage. I will recite a poem, or is it a poem or something on stage?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just put some comic effects. And then I would mimic some teachers, And actually, that made me that made me one of the most admired students in the school. Yes, I was there. So that is it. In the drama festivals, wow. We used to do well. So I found it, and then it was easy for me. That's how I discovered that, okay, it's in me. It was so easy. Getting the lines was so simple with me.
Wow.
I will get lines in the morning. I could be given a character in the morning, and by the time we are going for the rehearsals, I was like, the only person who has the lines is Kinothia. No, I was not Omosh. Sorry, I even never introduced you. Allow me, please. Let me go back. I have to introduce myself properly. I really have to go and introduce myself properly. My name is Joseph Kinothia Kamaru, aka you guys know me as Omosh. I was known as high school. I'm a guy who have just gone through my life with so many nicknames. I think everywhere I went, I had a character name. Everywhere I went, I had something. In high school, I was called the Yellow Man. Sometime I was also called Kichana Omweshimiwa. And Tanya was called Bariji. I was called Bay. And I had all these names. Omosh Kizangila, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that was me now. So they would say I was the darling of the school. I was the darling of the school just because of drama. Everyone, teachers from the principals to cooks. I could imitate a cook. And then on stage, I will be that cook and I will make everyone cry. So that was me. So I was into drama. Drama was into me. So after that, I remember when we were in Form 3, there's a play we did that was called Tears of Freedom. It was all about Nelson Mandela.
So, Omosh, how did you get to Taidi High? You have just given us your story, your high school, and what have you, and the successes also you had in drama festivals in high school. So, how did you get to Tahidi High?
Initially, I never started with Tahidi High. Before I joined Tahidi High, I was doing some radio dramas. There's this program that was so popular in Kenya. It was called Radio Theatre that used to go on air on Sundays. So I first Radio Theatre. Radio Theatre, then I was doing something called In Search of an Answer, where I was just reciting some poems. In Search of an Answer. It was also did another one that was called Get Connected. It was still a radio. It was still a radio drama that was touching so much on the HIV and AIDS, and also I just did several. Now it happened that when I was still in radio theater, there was this lady, the lady who actually came to be the director of Tahidi High, was working with KBC, and then went to Citizen. And then on KBC, there's this program that had come up that was called Reflections. There was so much laughed by people. I think Reflections, what that made have been spotted by Citizen. So when she went to Citizen, we put to start a program. So together with another lady called Naomi, they sat down, scripted a program, thought of Tahiti High now, and they were ready to go with audition. So it just happened that I was told this audition, go to Tahiti National it's called near what do you call this? National Theatre. Yes, National Theatre. Kenya National Theatre. I went there, and it happened that there was audition. The whole program was all about school dramas. So it happened that for a school setup, you need teachers and maybe a worker here, something like that. So this was just a minor characters. They are the likes of cooks and whatever, and a gardener. It happened that another character, he was called. If I remember the name, I will tell you. Actually, he auditioned before me, and got the job of the worker. Now it happened that the main characters also have parents, so it happened that I could audition for a father to one of the students. So audition for this role as the guardian to Mule. Mule was a student with scholarship. I auditioned that. But I auditioned so perfectly that the director loved actually my shame, loved everything, and she was like, we have to keep this character. So I never knew, but they had to. I was being told those things later. She told me later. She was like, I have to keep this character. So once in a while I could go, I would give her a script to go and shoot. It happened now that I was so good. The first episode when we shot, the first episode was so good. I did it. I was like, I'll show them what I'm made of.
Wow.
I was a minor character, but I was given 2 scenes. I think there were 2 scenes, a street scene and an evening scene. And actually, even when we were coming out of shooting, the last scene was actually shot in the evening, and it happened that we shot in a car with the director and also the camera guy. The cameraman was like, the lady was called Wamoyo, the director. The cameraman was telling the director, if you have a character, is this man. Please develop this character. This guy. I know it was just they were told first to shoot a pilot so that the directors can see them. So when they took the pilot was divided in 2 episodes, episode 1 and episode 2, and they were told, go ahead. We need more and more of this. Hey. My role was created in that I had to go to school. There's Mule now had an issue in school. So I came to see Mule was being bullied, as the script was, the character. Mule was being bullied, and my character is like, we are from ghetto, whatever, but it was called Kibira. So I came and I've written these students like
wow.
Now the director had lived. The director created another scene in the same episode. She had to delete a scene and create a scene whereby, after tutoring these students, I should go. I met this other worker, and I was like, "Can you just? Is there vacancy around here? Why can't you just tell me and be able to take up my V so that I can see?" It was just created, and then the other worker told me, I have a sick parent or something. So I'm going to tell management to give me a leave of like 3-4 days. You can maybe come in and nishikilie. So that's created. And then the whole story was like Omosh, and people wanted more of Omosh than the others. It so happened that now I was the guardian to Mule, and the Tahiti was like, I loved it. I loved that. Even the first characters who started Tahiti High were all good. We really had so much rehearsals together.
Yeah.
Even we used to have rehearsals behind the scenes. Opera voices, thank you. So we used to have those interactions, even one-on-one rehearsals, one-on-one with a character, and then also we could have a group rehearsals. Actually, that helped us so much. And then we had the passion of it, and just
Passion.
the pay was nothing. Well, we paid peanuts by then. But let me tell you, everyone was so passionate with acting. It's like we would go with just milk alone. Milk and bread. There was no lunch, whatever. There was no lunch money. And then going was from your pocket, fee, transport money from your pocket.
Wow. Wow.
And yeah, that's how it all started. We were just paid peanuts. But us guys, we loved.
You were so passionate. Your team was so passionate. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Now that was first group that stayed there. And then it happened that because the director thought that they had overstayed as Form 4s, we really wanted also to bring another class, the Form 3s.
Yes.
We wanted to bring another class, the Form 3s. Now, we also went to audition them at Kenya National Theatre. That's now where we formed the real Tahiti guys. That's where we came with Miss Morgan, we came with Freddie, we came with Oche, we came with Johnny, Melvin, we came with Kilunda. That is where we really had team. And when they came, they actually outshined the Form 4s.
That's true. So in the process of doing this program, you're also enjoying and you're also seeing other people doing their talent, and you are so happy, all of you. You're working as a team and everybody is giving their best.
Yes. Actually, it was like that. We used to call ourselves a family. So it's like even when one was absent, we'd all call, we'd all be concerned. And we really had the passion. We really took everyone through his or her lines. And we would be judges. We would put some advices here and there so that the character can come out well. You know, once your character comes out well, mine definitely automatically comes out.
Very true.
Woo.
That's a story and a half. That's the story and a half, because you're making me feel like it was not like a real job. It was like you are doing the most beautiful thing in the world. Like, it's not because of money. You're not doing it for money, but you could see this character coming up, the other one, and it brought a lot of joy for you.
And the management, well, we never had a crew. We only had the cameraman and the director. So as all of us, we used to act like crews. Like we used to do lighting, holding the boom. We were all at the set because we had the passion of it. So no one was ever told to hold. And I would give you, and then we had fake reflectors.
But it worked very well. It worked very well. It worked very well. And thank you so much for entertaining us. And we really appreciate you as the funniest character we had, but we also admire other people who came in. You really played your role, and we could not miss Tidy High. We could not afford to miss it. And that's why you are here right now, because of what you did. Because I remember I had another account and I happened to delete and what have you, but I still came and looked for you. I still came and looked because of the impact you made. The impact you made in Kenya, and also not only in Kenya, you are going all the way all over Africa. So we love you and we appreciate you.
Just what something kidogo there, Hadassah. And actually, we were so much challenged by our audience, because our audience, when our audience really appreciated what we did, we really had to fight to do better. The next episode, we wanted it to be better. than the
So
previous
you're
one.
telling me the audience reaction made you go far more, pushed you to go to extreme. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. We really wanted to be the best of what we did the other time. And then also, sometimes we say this, we as actors, we just tell the stories of what the script writers actually write and the ideas. We used to have some scripts that were written by some script writers. And when they saw the program on air, they were like, I never wrote this one. I never wrote this one.
Because
This one
you
is so
scripted it. Wow.
yeah, we really edited it on set.
Wow.
But actually, what we will do is that we will just let the theme remain.
Yes.
We made the theme remain. But guys, we really tried to put in. We wanted it to be better. We really loved it. Of acting. Yeah. That is what we are.
You did a good job. You did a good job. Despite all the challenges, you did a good job. Now let's come to the questions. Omosh, how did you discover that acting was not something just like any other thing? How did you discover it's a calling?
Actually, to me, to discover it was a calling, I think I discovered it when I was still in high school. Because actually, when I was in high school, there's this play that we did that was called Tears of Freedom. Actually, it was the best play at a provincial. It was the best play, but it was disqualified because it was political.
That's why it was disqualified, because it was political.
So I really, all I can remember, even guys in school, I really cried. I really cried because I had given it all. And I knew this play was going to the nationals. And I knew we are going to stage to Moi, Valley State House, because we really had good preparations. It was awesome. But after it was disqualified, I lost hope. And I told myself I'll never again. I said, enough is enough with me in acting. If this is what it can lead to this. Actually, I was so disappointed. I said, I'll never act again. Okay,
because you did your best. You did everything to make things happen, but you were rejected.
So I lost hope. And after that, I just couldn't do anything in drama. I just focused on my education. After that, I went to college. And it was when I was in college. No, I think I had left college. It was when I was in college. Yes. Well, after even in college, I tried kidogo. Then that thought came, and then I just gave up. Just concentrated on other things and my career. Now it happened that after college, when I was just working, there's a time I was working as a truck driver, and then one of my siblings came to me and told me, "Oh, you know one thing? I'm in KBC. I just go there. And one thing we know as a family, you have something in acting. Why don't you give it a shot?" Because never. And I remember this one sister of mine who's late, and she was also an actress. She told me, "Do you know one thing? The Bible tells us that one day you will be accountable for some questions because and the God will ask you, He gave you a gift, He gave you a talent. Did you make use of it?" So actually, it really troubled me so much. And one day, I just remember just one day. Now, my sister told me there was this program that was a radio program, a radio drama that was called Heart and Soul, that was being recorded at Karen. If I should maybe go and do something, a character. It happened that I had nothing to do. I was in Juakali. So I followed her and I went there. And I did a role of a priest. A priest now. And this priest, with the accent, an Italian father. With an accent. And it was so nice. So everyone who was there, majority of those actors were in KBC and they were in radio theater. They told me, "You are not going anywhere. You're coming here." And I'm so grateful to the Zao Kalulu. who was late. Actually, he motivated me. He was
Wow.
in Radio Mosia in Citizen. He really motivated me. Nakalambia, please just come and do it. So nikajipata niko huko.
Ukajipata
So
tena. After leaving, wanting to give up, you don't want to do with it, you find yourself back all the time.
I know so much, but then I was so much passionate by driving. I was so inspired. I just wanted, and I was saying I'm the best driver. You know, driving and actually taking control of me. You know, learning how to drive at a tender age. I was just around 19. I learned. So 2020. Nilikuwa nasema hiyo sasa. I'd given up, but now I came back, and the rest is history.
You nailed it. The next question I was about to ask you, you already answered it, but I can still ask again. What was the first breakthrough moment, and what did it teach you about staying committed to your purpose? I know you have said in high school you acted and it was a breakthrough. Then all of a sudden you acted another one, it did not go through just because it was political. But now you are here in Tidy High, you did big stuff, meaning you had several breakthroughs, right?
Yes.
Tell
Yes,
us more about breakthroughs. You have already mentioned them, but you can still update us about it a little bit.
Is when I did this in search of Heart and Soul. The Heart and Soul thing. The Heart and Soul, it was a radio drama. And after I did it, I was like, okay, I can give it another try. So the following day, went to the following week, because we used to record on Mondays. So I went this Monday. Was also given another role on the radio theater, and it was like, no, I was like, now, yes, now I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Now that's where I also went and did in search of an answer. I started reciting poems for this lady, Catherine Wamoyo, in search of an answer. So even in Tahiti High, when she was auditioning me in Tahiti High, she knew I was good, but she was like, I am a no-nonsense lady. I want you to give me now this other side. And she was like, you just like doing it, all this side. I give you this role, you're perfect in this role. I give you this, you're good in this role. So I just did it. I know so much is fun.
So when you're an actor, it means you can fit anywhere. You can be in this character, be a different character, be a different character.
Yes, when it's in you, I think, like in me, I think you can just do as many characters as possible, because when you're given a character, and you have the lines, it's good to research on the character and how do they talk, how do they behave, how do they listen, how do they walk. I love that. I love digging into a character for me to know exactly what the character is and what it all entails. Thank you.
Now, the other question is about rejection, of which also you have already mentioned. How did rejection shape your character without killing your purpose? When I'm talking about purpose, I'm talking about acting, because we are finding purpose in acting. So rejection, how did it shape your character without killing? Because you stopped, but you still found yourself coming back. Do you think rejection helped you shape you?
Actually, it shaped me, because when I came back, I said, I'm coming back full throttle. It doesn't matter, you guys don't like what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it even better than I did previously. It doesn't matter. That time, it's like they rejected it because it was political. And I thought, actors are just the mirrors of the society. And I was like, give me those tough roles. Those roles where people don't like you. Where people will hate.
That's what I
want. Hate me. Like in Tahiti High, when I was given this roles whereby I would tell like in the OJ, okay, bring money, I'm gonna give you leakage, and then they give me money.
Yes.
Guys, like almost you know, they wanted me to be just to be there, to be there.
It was wonderful. Yes.
Because I'm the CCTV of Miss Morgan.
Wow. Wow, those characters were really crazy and we loved watching it. Because sometimes you're like, can this really happen in real life? And we were waiting for the next episode, the next episode, the next episode, because we were like, let's see what happens. Are they going to cheat the exam? Are they going to give him money? What? Yeah, so we wanted to know what is good. You left us with suspense, like suspense. We need to know what next. What next? Wow.
I really actually just gave me more courage because I believed is that okay, when you're rejecting this character, is that I'm putting this character, I'm doing better, I'm doing well, I'm portraying this character better than actually for you to hate that character.
You did.
Yes.
You did, because you took very simple roles, but you were very good in those simple roles. Because sometimes you're like, I want to be the main character, I want to do this and this, I want to be seen in this picture, I want to be the principal, I want, you know, but the characters you took and played them, they were outstanding. Outstanding. So my next question for you, next question. What mistakes do you see people making that pull them away from their purpose in acting? What?
The kind of mistake, I think they actually want to define some roles for themselves. You know, once you're an actor, you got to be ready for every role, any role. I mean, any role doesn't matter as long as you're an actor. But as you just said, others want to define some roles for themselves. They are like, you know, I want to act like a teacher. I have the qualities of a teacher. You know, it's like I want to be the star of the program. Sometimes they don't know the star is just that supporting character. That's the mistakes they make. And sometimes also when you argue with your directors and the script writers and you don't know their ideas, actually you fail. You need actually to stay, listen, be directed for you to bring out that role well and better and beautiful.
Thank you so much, because I know sometimes someone may feel, I don't want to act this character, I want this one, I want to shine, but they don't know. Yeah, they don't know. Even if you get the list, yeah, somebody you are not seen, you can be seen because of how your performance is. So that is a very good advice.
Very true. Even some others, I've had people actually mingle with people who will tell me, like, Omosh, you have a character there, like a bad girl character. I would like to come and act like a bad girl. You know, they already
chosen.
And actually, the funny thing is that you see the characters that act like as bad girls, naturally, they are just darlings. They are, you can't even believe. Like when the character we used to shoot with, Shish was like the bad girl of the school. But actually, one-on-one, you would like, no, opposite of that character. She's actually contrary of the character. So it is good once you're an actor and an actress, just get the roles you've been given. If you're really good enough.
Wow. So you should adjust to any character. Don't be choosy. Don't be choosy. Just act best in what you do. Even if it's not you. You don't have to be you. You don't have to be the good person all the time. You can fit.
You don't have to be a good person so that you can act a good role. No, that's not that. When you find out people acting these roles, like I have this friend of mine who's called Charlie, who acts in Mother-in-Law. Charlie has never tasted alcohol, but once you see he has never. But give him a role as a drunkard, you will love it, because he scouts. He tries with the same thing as an actor. He scouts, mingles with them, talks to them.
So the main thing is learn about the character how they work, how they do things. Then you apply. You don't have to be a drunkard to act as a drunkard character. You don't have to be a bad girl to act a bad girl character. So you learn the character, what they do, what they love, how they mingle with people, and you play like that. Wow.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. That is it.
Thank you so much. The next question I have for you is, how did you face fear and still choose your purpose over comfort? Because I know even if you love, you have passion, you want to do it, you are not comfortable. You have to make yourself uncomfortable to achieve those goals. You love it, yes, but you have to be uncomfortable. So the question, how do you overcome this fear?
Actually, basically, when you're just doing these auditions, there's those butterfly kind of things you
Yes.
have with you.
Yes.
But the good thing is that I think I trained myself. It's like me. I don't know. I actually trained myself to get courage. In that when I was in high school, I could go on stage during DH, and then we were over 1,000. So I had to gain confidence better. So when I go into an audition, and then I find a director, a cameraman, like a crew of like 10. I'm like just this. So you have to create confidence inside you first before you just go for that audition.
Exactly.
Then you have to prepare yourself. It's like, and then you have to have that positive, and then
mindset.
Faith. Yeah, faith and positive mindset that I'm actually going for this and I'm going to do it.
Wow. Wow. I talk in my platform, I talk about courage, I talk about mindset, and also clarity. You have to be sure of what you are presenting outside there. So that's very, very good. It helps you with overcoming all the fears. Fears will come. The butterflies will always come. What matters is how you handle.
Yes. It's just how you handle it.
How you handle it. Thank you. The next question. How should someone prepare for opportunities so that they don't miss their purpose moment? Sometimes opportunity come and they can bypass you. So how do you prepare yourself? How do you know, here is an opportunity, I don't want to miss it? Because sometimes if you are not prepared, people will come to you to give you an opportunity, but because your mind is not there, they pass you. Later you realize, this was a big opportunity for me. So how do you prepare? How do you pin like, there I can get opportunities here and there and there?
Actually, an opportunity is for you to actually, I think you have to, the best thing is for you to have this attitude of you always be ready. I think the readiness itself, always be ready for anything, for any opportunity, and then have confidence. It doesn't matter, have confidence. It doesn't matter the opportunity, how it comes and how it looks like, and then give it a try. Anything that comes, give it a try. Just try. Once you try, I think once you try, those opportunities maybe won't bypass you because you'll always be there with them. You just be ready, like a scout. I say, the good thing is I was also a scout when I was in primary school, and this motto I said, scouts always be prepared. Anything, anytime, any opportunity, it's like you're ready for it. You're waiting for it. It's like this one, I was waiting for it, and then confidence. Even if you don't know anything, just go there with confidence. You're going to even if you also learn. Even if you're not going to get that opportunity, you will learn for another opportunity. Sometimes an opportunity can be a lesson to another opportunity. Yes, on how you prepare yourself on this. Maybe it can lead to
confidence is very important. Confidence is very important. Guys, if you have any question, this is the time you should ask questions. This is the time we need you to ask questions. Omosh, what have you regretted? What have you regretted about your purpose? Not regret, but what do you mean? What can you tell your younger self? What can you tell your younger self if you were to go back maybe 10 years or 15 years back? What could you have changed?
I think I would have changed my lifestyle. when if I could, I would change my lifestyle and be focused so much on my talent and work hard on my talent rather than I was drawn away by lifestyle. And actually, I tell these guys, upcoming actors and actresses, please, don't be carried away by fame because fame can take you. It can take you places and you find yourself losing it all. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like myself, I was drained into alcoholism and actually, which wasted my years. Although I still had it. And I was really fighting with my directors and also the producers or whatever. They were like, this guy won't go. But keep on talking to me. They really used to talk. Talk me, talk me, talk me. Sometimes I'll go drunk. Initially, I was like, I can't believe this, the character we started and now you really and they even took me to they thought of taking me to a rehab so that I can change. So I will regret my lifestyle. And I would say I would really have loved someone to focus so much on their talents and lifestyle is can be no, please. There's time for everything. And some things are
Guys,
not even important. There's something that's important in our lives. Sometimes we find ourselves rushing into other things. Okay, like rushing into marriages, and then maybe that's when you're building yourself up. I think there are things. There is time for everything, and then yeah, that is me.
thank
That is
you.
me.
Thank you so much for the advice you are giving on to us. Young people, don't drink, don't destroy your careers. You can really destroy your careers through drinking. Almost used to go to work drunk, but right now is totally changed. He went for rehab, right? You went for rehab for 3 months or 2 months. I don't know. I can't remember. You went for rehab and you came out nicely. You really tried stopping, but you could not. It's rehab which helped you. So, what would you
Yes.
like to tell people who have been fighting to stop drinking? That rehab is good, it can be good for them?
Actually, rehab can be good for them. But one thing I would like to tell them is that actually the greatest thing is that how do they value themselves, leave alone the rehab. Because many have gone to rehabs and they've gone back into those habits. My ex,
Habit.
how are you? You go back to those habits, yes. And even me, I went to rehab, but I found myself relapsing. But when you come and think about the value that you have in this world, do you value yourself? Once you value yourself and see the value of you as a person, as a living being, I think you'll opt out. You see, we really need you, and the society needs you, and the world needs you, and then you're there wasting yourself. So if you just know about your value, I think no one will tell you to stop alcohol. You find yourself stopping it.
By yourself.
Yes,
Nobody has to tell you. You have to make decision yourself from your heart.
yes. You just take decision from your heart and go hard on it, and include God because God is everything. Tell God to walk with God, and pray for yourself, and you'll find yourself living the habits. Yes, prayers work out. Working with
Chenji
God.
here is saying, what are the main challenges of acting?
Oh, acting has a lot of challenges. Acting has a lot of challenges, like some, but they vary. You can find some people have challenges with getting their lines. When they're given scripts, they get easy, like they forget easily, and people don't forget. People misunderstand. Actually, you don't have to get each and every line. It's just a script, just but a guide. Others have blockings, a problem with blockings, and getting into characters, changing from themselves into those characters. It has been a
Oh,
problem, and also, it
wow.
has been a
You
problem.
can act a character and become that character in future. Like you can act to be this person and start behaving like that person.
Yes. You find yourself not getting out to be yourself again. It's also a problem with some people.
Wow.
And I'll say that's professionalism, also keeping time.
Professionalism.
Yeah, professionalism. Let me just say professionalism. Uh, Others have, you really have to also have, you have to relate with people well also.
All right. There is often voices. What is one thing that would you change in the acting industry if you're given a chance or an opportunity? Because in Africa, people don't value talents like outside the Western life. So, what would you change if you're given an opportunity to change something in the industry, acting industry?
The perception of people about actually acting is like they
Yes.
see these people. The perception is bad. They like these are failures in life,
Mm-hmm.
and they are crooks, they are thugs, they are I think I change the perception of how people perceive acting as, and actually embrace the attitude of maybe we need actors are just like the mirrors of the society. I would really like to. I would. We did seminars or something. I've created
Yes.
awareness,
Educating people. Yes.
educating and creating awareness that actually acting is good. It's just we these are people reflect what happens in the societies. They depict what happens in the society. Mm.
So some people even don't think like acting is a career. There's some people who don't see it as a career.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's true. Yeah. And it's a career anyway. It's a career. And the
so
good
when
thing is that I can say is that actually now I'm appreciating how actually like in Kenya, parents now how they are taking acting actually they are taking it positively. Not
wow.
during like during our times like my parents like my dad was not into acting at all. My dad wanted us to be professionals and is in doctors, lawyers, accountants. Even I did accounts, and it happened that he himself, my dad, he himself was an actor. He never knew he had it.
So you can inherit some gift from your parents. It's in the blood. I'm just saying it can be in the blood. Huh?
I think mine is inherited because when you look at the family lineup, it's like we got it from the dad. There's a time we also asked mom that told it's from your dad. Dad was just another character. He was a guitar. He used to play. They had a band when he was young. They had a band, and he was. Oh, hey guys, we were told so much about our family, about our dad. That's why you find like our family have this. I have myself. There's Allison who plays in Mother-in-Law as Allison. There was Wanade who used to play, but she's late now. Used to play in Mother-in-Law. There's the likes of Baha, the likes of Stella, the likes of Mama Saimo.
Yeah.
Dad. That is dad. And then when you
Let
come
me
to look at
ask you. You mean your relative, your cousin, your uncles, they are in the acting industry? That's what you mean? That it's in the family? It's like in the
my sisters are script writers, are writers, they're actors and actresses. And my nephews and my nieces. They're like the whole family were there.
So it can also go through the blood. It can be in the blood.
I think we do say this inherited. You know, the funny thing is that when I was joining Tahidi High, I was introduced to Tahidi High by my sister, Naomi Kamau.
Mm-hmm.
The director never knew we were related, and even my sister never told anyone that we were related and didn't want even to tell anyone. She told me, "You're going to audition as anyone else." And they came to realize later on that this is the sister. And they were like, "Oh my God, I think it is here." We never told Baha, my nephew. No one never knew that we were related. Stella.
Yeah,
No
that's
one
why
never
I'm
knew.
wondering. Oh my God, I can connect right now. Wow.
No one knew that Wanade. No one ever knew that they were sisters. Wanade and Naomi were in
Yeah.
mother-in-law, and no one ever knew that they were sisters.
Wow.
And also in Machachari, Mama Saimo, no one ever knew that Mama Saimo is a relative. No one knew. So anyone came in different.
How comes you guys did not do like The Rich Also Cry? You know, a program known as The Rich Also Cry. They do like a family movie. People get children, and it becomes a family thing. Because you're talking about your cousin, your sisters, your what, and I see these characters on TV, and I'm like, oh, this is your sister. This is what. I'm like, wow, this is your nephew. But this is your nephew. Wow, it's in the family. Oh my goodness, that is wonderful. I've never got in that perspective, because most of the time, sometimes you can have a gift, but your family cannot relate to your gift. They pull you down not to achieve your goals. But the way you are speaking is like your family understood you and they knew where you are coming from. Even if everybody was fighting for their space, not together, like everybody is fighting for their space here and there, you are coming from the same tree, the same root.
Yeah, yes, true. And everyone was just appreciating, although dad never liked it, but everyone liked it. We found it enjoyable doing it. Yeah,
So
I mean,
you can
it
know
came
your
through.
gift, you can know your gift and then refuse not to do it. So it's possible you can find what you're good at, and because of the discouragement and everything, you are not able to do it. So guys, do your gifts. Do your gifts. You never know why God gave you. Omosh, I remember you talking about like God gave you this gift, and now when He comes and asks you, what did you do with what I gave you? I think it was some time ago I had you talking about that. Tell us something about that, so that people who are here, if you know your gift, just do your gift. You don't know why God put in you such thing.
That's very true. That's very, very true. Actually, as Hadassah has put it, and I had put it earlier, is that my sister asked me, and God gave me a gift.
Oh, it's your sister
What
who told you. Your sister
my
is
sister
the one.
says,
Mm-hmm.
she's the one who told me, God gave you a gift, and one day God will ask you, I gave you a gift. Did you make good use of it? There you are. And then I said, oh, yes, I'm good in acting. Okay, now let me just go now and do it. It's like, let me just go and do it. You might be having this thing inside you, and you're like, okay, should I not do it? Should I do it? Please, I'm that beg you, just go for it. As my sister told me, God will also ask you. God will ask you. And I like, because one thing with me acting is just communicating what actually happens in our society in maybe a comical way.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Because you're so funny,
Sometimes,
yeah.
yeah. You can even you can also pass a message through comedy.
Sure.
So to speak myself out. And one thing I think is that I just look at this. God lifted me. I became a darling, a household name in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
The devil used me with alcohol, introduced me to alcohol. And then it came a time when the devil actually dropped me. And I was the talk of the society, and not even the talk
Yeah.
of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone about Omosh, how Omosh has become useless, how Omosh
Yeah.
was everything. And he was, God wanted me to use me. And because God came and saved me, right? God came and saved me and changed me. So God wanted to use me so that He can tell people, He can communicate that people can change. So because people knew me as a good actor, people knew me as my downfall, saw my downfall, and then God now lifted me so that people can see that God can lift. I think that was my purpose, even going
Exactly.
into acting.
God can let you go through a very difficult situation to uplift other people, to show them it's possible for this situation to change. So
true.
yeah. So your purpose never leaves you. Wherever you go, wherever you do, whatever you do, because now even if you drive, you have a career also in driving, you act through driving as well. Maybe, yeah, your purpose never goes away, right? Even if you are a driver, does your purpose go away? No, it never, right? Your acting still remains. So you can pursue in a career, guys. You can pursue in a career. But at the same time, if it's not your purpose, wherever you go, I tell my people, wherever they go, it comes out. Because that is who you are. You cannot change who you are. You can never change who you are. That is what who you are. So guys, also research. Maybe there's something in the family that can bring you up, that you have the same character. So guys, pay attention. Pay attention. What is that thing in your family that everybody is able to do? Find yourself. Because I help people discover themselves, and I help people to become singers. I help people to become different kind of stuff. So, and when I got to Omosh, I said, wow, I'm going to talk to Omosh so that the upcoming actors with me, they have found their purpose. They can learn, because he will coach you. He can coach you on how to do it at a fee. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Omosh, do you have something? Guys, do you have any question? I can't see question. If there was a question and I didn't see it, what is the one most happiest moment in acting? I think that is so many, but this question is for you. What is your one most happiest moment when acting?
You know, there's Genji, so many, even I can't remember. There's this one. There's this one. After the likes of OJ had finished Form 4, and they actually were coming now for their results.
Results.
I think they were coming for their results.
Yes.
Basically, they had been moved out of Tahiti High. They had been
Yes.
moved out of Tahiti. And we also had another new Form 4.
Yes.
Now, we had gone for so many days without the likes of OJ, Freddy, and
Yes.
it was, let me tell you, acting with these other actors, it was actually dull. The director could see it. So we came out with, we even that episode was created, it was written as like, why can't we have one episode where OJ is coming back? We see the vibe of Omosh and OJ, because these two characters were like,
they were wonderful.
They
were loving.
We used to, yeah. So it happens that OJ is coming with a bicycle. It is an episode. OJ is coming with an episode, and I am sweeping at and then it happened that new characters were told to come on set so that they can see, actually, they were told, you guys come and see what acting is, because the director was mad with them, because every time she was screaming, and she was like, why can't you guys just do like Akina Oti, Akina Freddy? Those guys were talented, those guys were gifted, give them their roles, they had their lines, and they were so creative with their lines. You know what? She would scream. And now it's happened, this OJ is coming with the bicycle. And actually we had so OJ was coming, and I was now sweeping. We had been blocked. It happened that we changed our blockings, because initially it was like he will come, stop with the bike, whistle at me, and then I will go and like, where OJ? So then we pick Binja out of the gate. Yeah, that serious actor. But it happened that when he saw me, he dropped the bike, came running, screaming my name.
Yes.
I dropped the bike. I went, I hugged.
You missed it. You missed him, and you know he's back. So the reaction.
I missed him and he missed me. So we hugged, and then it was like when we were hugging, I whispered to him, let's give the lines. So as we
Be yourself.
let's go to the characters. Initially, we came out of our characters. We were
Yes.
now I was Kenopian, Dennis. We hugged.
Wow. So if we watched you behind the screen, we could be like, what?
Yeah, the behind the screen guys were like, those with the scripts were like, no,
What?
this is
What's
not.
happened?
And then the DOP was like, yes, this is what I want now with the camera. This is what I want.
Exactly.
We gave our lines through our hand. That was not now the script now.
Heartfelt.
That was heartfelt. Actually, it was heartfelt. And that actually was my best moment when I'm acting. That was my
Thank you. I'm happy you're able to pinpoint all the best moments, because at the same time, it's not that you didn't get to see each other. You did. But in this acting, you missed acting with him. You missed acting with him. And now he's back. You even forgot about the script. Then you start embracing one another like reality, I missed acting with you. Now we can do this. Now we have another question here. Open Heaven from South Africa. She asked a question. Okay. Sorry for interrupting. I don't want to miss a question because our question is up there. He said, how can you make acting work when it is not working? Like, how can you make acting pay you? I'm just translating. And it's not working because some people don't find meaning because of the stereotype. I would like to answer that for you, but this is your question, Omosh.
Just problem. You can just answer, how can you make acting work when it's not working? And actually, okay, how can you make it work and it's not working? Some people don't find meaning because they lose hope easily. I think me as an actor, I'm just a passionate actor. Me, it's different with people. Some people act because of monetary issues, but as for me, it's like I can give an advert for free. I can shoot something for. I can shoot something for free, and because I feel like. So monetary to me, it doesn't count. Yeah, Mr. Brando.
Brownstone, this is somebody from the other side of the world. Is in US, but he does not know Swahili. So I have characters here who don't know Swahili completely. That's why I told you we have to speak English. We have Open Evans here also. She doesn't know Swahili. She's from South Africa. I don't know if her question was answered, what she was asking, because we can translate it in different ways. A question can come up. My translating can be different from your translating. Open Evans, if you can talk to us, did we answer your question? Or can you paraphrase your question? You can open your speaker.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, it was partially answered. I mean, I am an actress, so I studied acting, and I remember when I was studying, people would ask me, what are you studying? And I'll be like, no, I'm doing performing art. They'll be like, no, but there's no money in there. That thing, people are doing drugs. The entertainment industry is this and that and that. Those kind of things. And I kind of wondered that people are not the same. If it's somebody who's not strong enough, who's not rooted in whatever they want to do, they quit, like you said, they quickly like give up and everything. So I was asking for somebody like that, who acting is not really a skill, but it's something they're interested in doing. They want to do it because they love, you see, those people who just love entertaining people, but it's not really their skill. It's not really their skill, but because it's not their skill, they're not in a place where they do research about it or love it in that manner. So I'm asking for that kind of a person who just wanna act, but it's not knowledgeable about what goes on, and then they meet a person who's or was already in that place, or who hates the industry and keeps saying you can't make it. You see, people die poor and everything like that. So, and they're trying, but because of that, like, how do they make it work
And they should
for
ignore.
them?
So I think they should ignore them. You know, if you feel doing something, and then there these voices that tell you you cannot make it, actually, and then you follow them, maybe you can lose the purpose of doing that, whatever you're doing. But I think they should ignore. I think they should ignore and just continue doing what they love, because you're doing what you love, what you like, whether you're gaining or not gaining, it's you that you love it. Just ignore. I think ignoring them could be the best option.
Thank you, Omosh. People always will want to pull you down. So people you surround yourself matters a lot, because if they're pulling you down, they will affect you. So just ignore. Another thing that I've pinned out from open events is like, somebody might go to train to be an actor, but it's not their passion, it's not their gift. Omosh, what do you speak about it? If I want to do acting and it's not like a gift, like the way you can just acquire skill from school, it's not inside you, but you acquire the skill to perform. How do you view it? Or what do you advise people who want to do that?
Actually, if it's not your calling, it's not your gift, and you really you love it, you want to, I think you should just be persistent, just to continue doing it. But sometimes it's tricky.
Yes. I tell people, if it's not your calling, you will have burnouts. You will overwork yourself. You will. I don't mean that if it's your gift, you won't work. You will. But it is easier for the person who loves it, who is naturally comes out of them.
Yes, very true.
What are you thinking, Omosh? Your mind has gone far, far away.
I'm like, it's like I remember this time. This a day we were being called, we as actors and actresses in that Tahiti High, and the director was so much mad with us, and she told us, with acting, it's either you have it or you don't have it, and there's no university will go and have it. If you don't have it, please don't bother trying. And everyone was like, oh my god, she's hard. She came hard on us. It's like you can't us. I'm just giving you. I'm giving you a character, and then I was mad. She was just mad at the students. I was just giving someone a character, and those are the ones actually who came because they wanted fame, but actually they ended up being disappointed. And actually, by the way, it's true. If you don't have it and you're trying it, you might be disappointed by the results. So it's like she's trying to get not working, it's not coming. And we are, even as actors, we are like, this is so simple.
Exactly.
It's so simple.
When you have the gift to others, you are like, what is wrong with you? How can you get these lines? What is wrong with you? Why are you wasting time? But for a person who does not know, who is not gifted, it's very difficult. They are struggling.
They really get disappointed. I also had a lady who really had bothered me so much that she wanted to join Tahiti and the OBCD, and each and every time she was on my back. One day I told her to come and talk to the director. She talked to the director and was given a role as a parent. She was like, I never knew acting is difficult. I never knew. I just thought, guys, I've been seeing you on TV, and I'm like, this, I can do it. I can get this, I can do it. And she was just given a simple role to act as a parent. And then the kid, she's bringing her daughter back to school, and the daughter is found misbehaving, and
Yes.
she just told how to scold. She was like, you even don't know how to scold your own child. She was like, I can't. The machine do it, and I told you. And then you were like, can you just act as it's real now? She didn't even. Yeah, it was hard for her. So she was so much disappointed. Like, I've really struggled and I've really troubled you. I wanted this role, but I've let myself down. She just felt so bad. So that's how it can come out. If you really don't have
Guys,
it, I think.
if it's not in you, you will really struggle. And it's not good for you struggling. It's good for you to love something and it's in you, because you will go extra mile to make things happen. But if it's not you, you cannot change who you are. You can never change who you are. You will have difficulties. You might make it, but it's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be hard for you. Thank you, Omosh, for being in this program. I know so many people have been encouraged, have been blessed, and I also know people with time, they will come looking for you so that you can give them lesson, you can coach them a little bit. I'm happy online, we can coach anyone, anywhere in the world, provided we're able to see each other and talk to each other. So, where are you? Are you in Facebook? Are you in YouTube? Where can people find you when they want to find you? Because right now we know you're in TikTok, but now, where do we find you? Are you in Facebook? Are you in YouTube? Are you in Instagram?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok, you can just find me, just Omosh Kizangila, and Instagram is also Omosh Kizangila. No, Instagram is Kizangila mwenyewe.
Kizangila mwenyewe.
Facebook is Omosh Kizangila. What do you call this other one? Guy, by Jesus Christ, I'm just
YouTube.
YouTube is just Omosh Kizangila. YouTube, the only that changes is Instagram. Instagram is just Kizangila mwenyewe.
Mwenyewe. All right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you, and we will have you back right here. And I'll be working with you, even if it's behind the cameras. I'll be working with you. So thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for making this thing happen. And it's time for us to say goodbye, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.